I'm Lisa.
And I'm Kent, and we are Living Light RV.
And we're grabbing life by the tail. Today we're going to bring you with us for this weekend. Actually, we're heading down to Waterton National Park, and it's going to be lots of fun. We're going to try a kind of a different style of video. We're going to just do a vlog, kind of keep it chill, keep it relaxed, keep it real, and have some fun. Bring you along with us, of course.
We're going to go through Vulcan. We're only going to be there for about 5 minutes. Then we're going to go to Nobleford, and then Fort McLeod, and work our way to Waterton, which is a provincial. No, it's
national.
It's a national.
Okay, so
National Park.
Waterton Lakes National Park is what it's called, and it's kind of cool. I think they call it like an international peace park because it's just the very tip of Glacier National Park.
Yes.
So most of that whole area is in the U.S. It's Glacier National Park, and then we get to enjoy the Canadian side there. So we'll show you that. We'll pop into the town tonight, and then we'll do the actual hiking tomorrow. And it's a gorgeous day out. We were thinking it was going to be chilly because of the forecast, but it's actually turned out to be a lot warmer. So we're cooking. Our van doesn't have air conditioning, so we're dying.
Our van doesn't have much.
Our van has served us well, and it's time for it to move on to wherever old vans end up.
That's right.
Anyway, we'll show you some B-roll here of driving through the prairies. It's flat, 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 and straight.
And we're heading south.
But it's a gorgeous day. Okay, so I was just thinking the other day that, first of all, Kent did a video last week on when things go south, and he's talking more about physical things. So when the car breaks, or, things don't work out the way you want them to work out physically. And it got me thinking about the emotional side of life when things don't work out the way you want them to. So we really should expect the unexpected. If we have a plan and it doesn't work out the way we want it to, that should be normal. And in fact, if a plan actually works out the way you think it should, that would be abnormal in our world and the way things are. One example, or a couple examples, are that we were hoping to be in a truck and trailer and living full-time in that RV in June of this year. And it's already nearing the end of July. Obviously, we're still not in a truck and trailer. And that's okay, because sometimes there are things that happen in life that we don't know are going to happen, and so we just have to roll with it. We just have to say, okay, that's okay, when we readjust and make a new plan. And so one thing that happened is that our youngest daughter ended up getting engaged in June, and she's getting married at the beginning of September. So it worked out, right? So we needed to be here for the summer, help plan the wedding, get things organized, and so that's been working out really well. And the other thing is that, we had to sell our motorcycles. We missed them. Coming down here to Waterton, we saw lots of motorcycles on the road. And it's just like, oh, that would be so fun. We really miss doing that. But it is what it is. And we have expectations and hope for the future that we'll get bikes again. We don't know when, hopefully sooner rather than later. But, it's one of those things, you just have to roll with it. And I think the key is to not get discouraged. I know I can get discouraged when things don't work out the way I want them to, and I need to remember to just trust in the Lord, and He's got it. He has a plan, and I just trust in that plan. It might not look the way I think it should look. I might not even like it sometimes, but that's okay. I need to just go with it and say, this is my life, and we try and enjoy the moments that we do have every day. Look at this beautiful place we are. Like, this is incredible. The scenery here, it's just gorgeous. And we're here in our dumpy little minivan, and it doesn't matter because we're here, and we're going to just take as much life out of that as we possibly can and enjoy the rest of this weekend. So thanks for just listening to me as I share my heart about those things that we don't expect, but we need to just be okay with it anyway. So Waterton, when we were here a couple years ago, the deer were all over the town.
Overrun.
Yeah, the town was basically overrun by deer. And we actually saw a lady driving around in a golf cart that had a couple of, I think they were border collies, weren't they?
I think so.
Dogs, anyway. And the border collies chased the deer out of town into the mountain area. And it looks like it worked because this is the first deer that we've seen yet. I'm sure we'll see more. But the reason there are problems, first of all, they eat everything. They eat everybody's flowers and plants and bushes and trees and trying to make the town look pretty, and you just can't because there's deer eating everything.
Yeah.
And then also they can be dangerous in certain seasons. Dangerous to the point where they will attack dogs and, you know, just be a problem. Plus they are dirty and people would always pet them and touch them and feed them, and that's just kind of gross. So here's this pretty good little girl right here. I'll just show you. You're a pretty girl. Yes, you are.
Just saying.
You're a pretty girl. For Waterton Village Campground. Oh, there's more wildlife. I see gophers.
I see gophers. That's not wildlife.
What a beautiful place to camp. Hey?
Yeah.
A duck? Okay. It's gorgeous out here.
This is away from it all. I love that there's places in southern Alberta where you go and you're removed from the urban life.
It's nice, and it's quiet out here. You can hear the ducks and the birds and the water, and it's just peaceful. And yeah, we're just gonna go find a place to sleep for the night, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning.
Buenos dias.
All right, we did find a good place to stealth camp last night, and I just wanted to share with you this morning that you know how I had talked yesterday about expectations and how things don't always work out the way you plan. And it's interesting because a couple weeks ago we were going to do a big hike up to Lake Louise, and we both actually got sick and we weren't able to do that hike. So we came to Waterton this weekend to kind of make up for that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got really sick last night. So I have IBS and I had an attack completely out of the blue, and so we'll see how far we get today. We will definitely go to Cameron Falls. We will try and get to the Bertha Lake Lower Falls, and if we got enough energy we'll go all the way up to Bertha Lake, but that was the original plan. So we'll see. We are just gonna roll with it and see what happens today.
We're at Waterton Lakes National Park, and Waterton Lakes National Park is a little different than it used to be. There's been wildfire from last year in August and September, and we're at the campsite town site here, and everywhere west of us is off limits. It's closed. Lesson learned today, don't go off of historic information. When you're handed something at the park gate, make sure you take that because it's going to have probably more up-to-date information.
Yay! We found a sign that tells us where we are. So as you can see, it says Bertha Lake at the bottom there. What does it say? 3.5. I'm gonna assume it's kilometers.
3.5.
Could be miles, who knows? And
miles.
I think it's 3.5 kilometers.
Yeah.
Off we go! Just wanted to kind of share what's on my heart as we're going through this hike and seeing all of the burnt forest from the forest fire. And I'm thinking, you know, it's true, you know, beauty from ashes, because some of the trees that we see that have been burnt, underneath the burnt bark is even more beautiful than it was before. And I just think that's true about life too. When we go through hard times and traumas, we become stronger and more beautiful actually after that hardship that we've had to go through. It's just been an interesting thing to think about as we go through this hike. It's enjoyable actually. It's good. We got to the lower falls. It took us only an hour and 20 minutes, and we stopped a ton to take pictures and film, but look at these falls. So beautiful here. We actually made it to Lower Bertha Falls. It's beautiful. It's totally worth the hike. It took us an hour and 20 minutes to get up there, and we decided not to carry on to the Bertha Lake. It's about another 3.5 kilometers, so it's pretty far for us anyway. But if you're a hiker, I'm sure it's beautiful, so definitely worth it. Check out these views, you guys. It is incredible out here. Waterton Lakes National Park. Totally worth a visit. Had a fantastic time at Waterton. Thanks for joining us. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to see more adventures with Kent and Lisa. And man, if you guys could ever make it up here, you've just got to try, because it is incredibly beautiful. Hey, Kent?
It's gorgeous.
What do you have to say?
Oh, Waterton's a great place. It is so, it's not a through town like Banff or Jasper. It is very different, very relaxed.
It feels much more relaxed than Banff. Yeah.
Well, by 10:30 at night on Saturday, it's quiet.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.